Hello, it's Gina here from Blackfish Arts Tasmania again. I'm with books again. I've been doing quite a few over the last few months. I do take workshops in winter and I create lots of prototypes and make books as I go along. Sometimes expanding on that for workshops when the time comes. So this pile here, this one's a prototype which I will do another video on all the prototypes I've been making. In the meantime, this one, I was exploring the binding using the wire binding, and with it, the binding with a book form called Leporello, which is basically gluing. You lose a page because you're gluing each section to another section, just these sections. You can see that this one's been glued here, this one's been glued there. So you're losing, but it's double-sided because you've got imagery on both sides. So it's a Leporello fold. And then I was trying to work out the comb, I think it's called comb binding, for both sides. Well, this one didn't work out because I've got the comb binding on each side and one has white on the inside, the other one's got the blue, and vice versa. So as a prototype, it didn't work, but there it is, ready to be problem solved in the next. I just used mat board here and drilled the holes just as you did for the pages. So I'm just trying to work out how to use the comb binding in a creative way, making books. So that's stage one. We'll be looking at that again. This one was just a fun exercise on circles, making sure everything in here is about circles. And it's also one of those books which I show in previous videos, where it's from one large sheet of paper, which this one would be an A1 again. So this is the back of the pages, just to show you how the book's constructed. So I don't know that you'll see all of that, but you get the gist. So the sheet is an A1 sheet, and on this one I didn't work across the A1 sheet as I had on previous videos. This one I chopped down first to make the white pages of the book, added the covers, and then worked on page by page, which you'll see. So what you do is, from a whole sheet of paper, you chop down to this last one, and then you chop down on the other side to that last one, which provides the folded page, which keeps the one sheet as a book of accordion pages. There you go, lovely. And I used, as you can see, old dressmaker's pattern to cover the covers, and I think this is pretty thin, so it's mat board that's been covered. It looks like I probably need to wax or seal this, otherwise it's going to get grubby. So I'll use matte medium, I think, on the covers. And then each page I started working circles. Just playtime, looking at different ideas, using the pages as I have them. So you can see what's going on. Stamping through stencils, drawing, ink. This is from a collage of a picture in a magazine, and so on. You can see the dots and the circles happening. Wax resist. I'm trialing all sorts of ideas: pencil, pastel, crayon, textures, Start to get a bit more free, which I quite like, and then started collaging from other papers that had been decorated and punching out the circles to get closer into design aspects. Just playing really. So this is the where I've punched out. They're here. And that's used, this is from magazines again, colour ideas, and so on. Right, this one. The different books I've been making over the last few weeks. This one again is just your, this one is actually an A2 sheet, not an A1. So we're getting it cut in half to get this size in portrait. So same thing applies as we did with this one, which turns out to be the same size, and yet this is double the sheet size and going in the other direction, landscape. This one's portrait, and you're chopping it with those sections. That's covers again. This is matte board covered with an old painting thing. This is just notes for abstract paintings, and I have a little booklet which is quite nice. So you've seen quite a few of me chopping down larger sheets. That's all these larger sheets to make the accordion. You'll see in previous videos, to make an accordion out of one whole sheet, no matter the size. So they were A1, this is A2. I've done them in A4, but we'll look at that another time. They're obviously much smaller. This one, my other favorite way of creating books is the accordion spine. With the accordion spine, this is a prototype, and I've used foam core again for the covered them. With the accordion spine, you actually stitch a very simple stitch. What's it called? I can't think of it at the moment. It's a very simple stitch, giving you many options with the accordion fold and the stitch. Lots of variation on the theme, which is brilliant. Again, I have these in my workshops in winter. So I've taken some mark making pages that I have, and you stitch them to, this one's actually glued down. You can see the stitching there. To each accordion fold, you stitch a signature, which is a few pages. What have I got here? So there's the next accordion fold with the signature, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets stitched in there, which are 8 pages, and it continues on with the accordion spine. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 32 pages, or 16 sheets, creating 32 pages. Another prototype for ideas to carry on into books. I do love the format, and there are so many permutations of both these styles, the chop down to create accordion fold, and the accordion fold spine with the attached signatures. Still trying to think of the name of that stitch. It's very simple. It's a very simple stitch. You come from the outside to the middle, you go in one hole, you do the long way around and come out the other hole, and you go back into the center and tie it off. And you can start either way and have the tie inside or outside. Alright, thanks for watching again. I'll see you next time. It's Gina from Blackfish Arts Tasmania. Bye.